you for tuning in. This is Your Anime Needs. I'm going to be your host, and my name is Kyle. A little bit about myself. I do enjoy anime a lot, and I try my best to watch it as much as I possibly can whenever I can, without work interfering, which nowadays that seems to be the only thing I've been doing. I do enjoy cars very much. As of right now, I've got a car that is still going through me, and I'm surprised it's still moving. And I do enjoy Japanese cuisine. If I had the choice to move out to Japan, I would, and I would probably stay there for the rest of my life instead of visiting and then coming back to America. But we are not here to talk about me. We are here to talk about anime. And personally, I would rather have English dubbed rather than English subbed, because it's just so much easier to try to catch on, and if you miss something, then you have to rewind, read the subtitles, and then keep going. The sources that I use the most for watching anime is watching cartoonsonline.com. Little warning to the people that are not a big fan of ads popping up into a new tab. This is a website that does that a lot. So, again, I warn you, it's not going to be easy with the not-so-patient people. Otherwise, use it as much as you possibly can. They've got a lot of episodes legally. I came across a YouTube user that had Bleach to the point where it was categorized to every season. Episodes were split up evenly, and it was nothing but English dubbed. One day I get on YouTube, and it was gone, because he had illegally copyrighted it all. So, just be warned for the people out there that went to look for anime that is online on YouTube. Nothing against YouTube or anyone like that. It's just I came across that experience, and that may happen. Another source that I'd like to use is Crunchyroll. Great for the premium people that like to pay. I think it is $5 a month or $6 a month, something relatively close to Netflix. You get infinite time on it, no ads, and you get to take your video and put it in its own window, and you also get exclusive streaming from Crunchyroll, to where if there's a new episode out in Japan, it will be straight to you within about 2 hours time. Like, there's an hour to 2 hours difference, which I find pretty cool, because you're basically watching Tokyo TV right at your computer or console or desktop computer, wherever you are, or mobile device. I'm trying to think of another. AnimeDubbed.com is another good one that I was told. I tried it myself. It's the same thing as WatchCartoonsOnline.com. A lot of ads like to pop up, and things don't exactly want to... Well, I didn't stay on that website for very long, because due to the ads and my impatience. But the animes that are out now, that are mainstream, in my opinion, I keep hearing about Bleach to One Piece to Dragon Ball Z Kai to what was it? Fairy Tail to Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, there's a whole bunch of animes out there that are very, very, very popular, and of the ones that I've seen Bleach still trying to catch up with that. One Piece, there's no way in hey I'm going to be able to catch up with that one. I know for a fact, because they're still going on their episodes, and I've told there's like 600 plus. Fairy Tail, I'm trying to catch up on, and right now it's very suspenseful. And I've got a buddy that tries not to spoil anything for me, but ended up doing so anyway. But no shame on him. It's just him. He's a great guy. Anyway, the main anime that I like to watch the most is Fairy Tail, because there's comedy in there, there's emotions to great storylines, and the part that I enjoy the most is that it perfectly meshes comedy with great humor, in my opinion, to the storyline, and it just makes it seem like more of reality. It makes you feel like that you're actually there, which I love with animes, because then after that I can say, oh, well, I'm going to incorporate my life situation with what happened in Fairy Tail, and it would help me through my life, in some cases it did. Happy is my favorite character, Happy the cat, the flying cat. He insults the main character, well, no longer the main character, she kind of faded off to the background. Lucy Heartfilia, he likes to not really harass her, but tease around with her and make fun of her every now and then, and it is kind of funny. My second favorite character is Natsu Dragneel. He's absolutely out of it. He loves to eat food constantly, and he's something called a dragon slayer. He doesn't necessarily slay dragons because he doesn't have the heart to, although in the anime it had shown that he was fighting dragons but that was for the sake of protecting his family, aka the Fairy Tail Guild. I highly recommend watching it because it's got its highs, lows. I mean, it's one of the very few animes that has actually made me cry or get major goosebumps in it. And it just really appeals to me because I can relate to it, and it's just absolutely amazing, and I've got nothing bad to say about it. The other anime that I like to watch a lot, or try to watch a lot, is Bleach, and same concept. It's got great humor, great storyline, and there's always some tension in it. That you do have some side episodes in there to where it kind of takes a break from what happens in the main event, even though some people I can understand would get them agitated, because it agitated me a little bit, that I get so intense into the situation and all of a sudden they're at a beach and they're just having a great time and relaxing, and I'm like, wait, when did this happen? I mean, did they suddenly take a break from what they were doing? It's like, okay, take a break, take 15 or take a day, no more fighting the bad guys, just go to the beach and, oh, hello, there's a spider. Let's just go to the beach and have a great time, splash all over the place, have a contest with watermelons, and just be overjoyed. So, other things that I like to point out in Bleach, there's a stuffed animal that likes to pop out of nowhere and be pervy and whatnot. His name is Cone, and he is one character, let me tell you that. He is always trying to find a way to get out of Ichigo Kurisaki's house, and oh, there goes the CD. He is trying to outshow his love of his life, and her name is Rukia Kuchiki, and he's just being a nut job. And every time that he tries to hug Rukia or try to give her some sugar, she just whacks him down with her foot and just stomps him down. It's actually kind of funny. But Bleach actually has a few movies out, and one of them that I like to watch a lot is called Bleach Hellverse. And Ichigo is just so overpowered at this point, and it's... There you go. And just kill the spider. No more spider. No more spider. Ichigo is really overpowered, and people from Hell decided, oh, well, he can break us free from our chains, so let's try to do that. Well, they ended up getting him by taking both of his sisters, and it was not a pleasant sight. They took one of the two sisters, and it was just stressful, but a great movie. Would highly recommend it to everyone else that wants to watch it. Another anime that I'm trying to catch up with is One Piece. Let me tell you, oh boy, there's no way in hey I'm going to be able to catch up on that one. There's so many episodes, and half the people that I know that watch anime would be like, no, I'm not doing this because there's way too many episodes, like 600 plus, there's an impossible chance of me catching up. Well, I'm trying to catch up, and it's a struggle. It's a huge struggle, but it's still got a very good plot and storyline. They started, I think, in the early 2000s or in the 90s, and they're still going today, so over a decade and a half. And it's just... This is also one of the very few TV shows from Japan that actually had gotten me to have the goosebumps terribly bad. Mainly because of what happens to the main characters and all the struggles that they go through. And yes, there's plenty of humor. Plenty of humor to go around in that show. Some humor not really to the taste of others, but still humor nonetheless. What I find very cool about anime is that, yes, it is cartoons, but I find it to be cartoons for adults. So, it can be pretty raunchy at times, but, you know, that's the adult imagination for you. So, I try to talk as much about anime as much as possible to some people, and some people just want to say, "Shut up! You're talking too much! Just, please, give us a sparing moment of silence." But that rarely happens in that case. But those are the animes I like to watch. Bleach, One Piece, Fairy Tail. I was just about to say Full Metal Alchemist, and that is one of them. Very, very good show that actually got me to cry. And it's also got some humor in it, but it's mostly a serious show, which when you have the beginning to where their mother die, the two twin brothers, their mother die in the very beginning, and the father is never there. And when the father finally shows up, it's like halfway through the first season. And it's like, where were you at this entire time? I mean, come on, bro. Get your stuff together. Let's go. Get it right here. And they list the 7 deadly sins in it. And for some people out there in this world that decide, oh, well, it's a biblical sense. Well, if you really want to go that direction, go for it. But it's a great show. Watch it. I highly recommend it. Watch Full Metal Alchemist, Star of Milos. I haven't got to watch it all the way because I was discouraged by the English subtitles, because I'm, again, a big fan of English dub. But don't let it discourage you. Watch it. Be a fan. Love it. But I don't think I have anything else to say for now about anime. So I guess that concludes this episode of Your Anime Needs. My social tag is for Twitter. For Twitter, my social tag is at KyleWiegand1, and how you spell that is capital Kyle, capital Wiegand, no space, and the number 1. You can also contact Your Anime Needs on Facebook, and I will be on that page. So if you have any questions about anything, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. And if you just want to have a random conversation with us, then by all means, have a random conversation. Maybe we'll talk more about anime and hopefully see what else is out there for me to watch. That way I can talk about it on the next episode, or however it is that the fans wish to have that be done. Again, my name is Kyle, and I am happy to have done this episode, and I wish you all a happy night. And again, this is a McLearan production of visual arts. I have no idea where I was going to go with that. I just got to say that it's a McLearan production, and hope you all have a wonderful afternoon.